Welcome back to Grandma Sims. I've shared this build on the gallery so you can download it and follow along. Let's decorate together, and most of all, let's have some fun. Alright, if you've been decorating along, you know that this is our last build on our cupcake cafe. We are going to finish the outside today, which finishes up our build. It's been a really great build. It's been so cute. It's been so comfortable. You can see that the lights are off on the inside. That's because Grandma was here trying things out. So I was actually in live mode, and that's why the lights are off on the inside. So I wanted to put some more cafe seating out here. Of course, some pink little canopies and some more little pink chairs. It goes with our cupcake theme and really invites people into the space, welcomes them right away at the front door. I deleted them rather quickly, but you might have seen that I had those hearts lined up. I thought I was going to use those. I really would have liked to have found a place to use those. I never did. So here I'm just putting some plants in. There's going to be some music out here. We're going to put in a little sign for welcoming them. I don't use that canopy. Did I use that canopy? I think I put it back here, but then I don't think I used it. It fits there though. I mean, looks weird, but definitely fits there. So I have, like I said, I've had Grandma in. She has tested all of the downstairs that I know of, except for that one wall. She has tested the upstairs, so everything is in good working condition for your Sims to move right in. The only thing you're going to want, a few things you're going to want to look at when you move in or when you're finishing up your build here. One is that white door from the employee lounge. If you watched that episode, you know that there is a white door leading from the employee lounge to the pass-through area. I would change that out to pink, and I will probably go back and do that to the pink door, just for consistency reasons. Aesthetically, nobody's ever going to see that because it's just an employee area, so your customers they're not going to see that. But I am. So I am in my build. So I will probably go back in, change that out to a pink door. The other thing, again, is that wall in the cafe area. I would change that out to a fence and a gate. So those are the two things going through the build that I know you might want to take care of if you haven't already. Or go back to those videos and see where we did those so that so you can see what we're talking about as far as fixing those. So I really wanted to add these some more pink canopies, more pink to the shop. Of course, we know pink feels comfy and cozy, makes us feel like we want to go buy a cupcake. So we definitely want to add more pink to our build. And these candy striped canopies, pink and white canopies, were perfect for this feeling. A little sign, it's got a little coffee cup on it. You know, we talked about this cupcakes. That's how they started. They started in a teacup. So I really think the whole coffee cup, cupcake, this whole cafe, it all comes around in one big circle and all feels right with the world. I know that's a wine barrel. I'm not sure if I keep that or not. It probably shouldn't have gone here, but it's pink. Yeah, see, I didn't keep it. I'm gonna find something else. So the outside will have lots of lights. So you actually can run this at night. There's our little cupcake sign. See, coffee sign, cupcake sign. That works much better. That little rug in front of the door is actually, oh, I think it actually says in the description that it's a cookie or some kind of cookie, something. And it came in one of our colors. Just finessing a little bit here. So now that this build is almost to completion, we're finishing up our outside. You will want to stick around. We have a lot more going on with the channel. If these are the first builds you're joining us for, the Cupcake Cafe, definitely go take a look at our industrial tech factory. Excellent build. Absolutely had a ton of fun building that. And that one works out really great. Been running a business in that one. That one has been making a ton of money. So it is an excellent build. I haven't had to do a lot to change how the business runs. I think it ran the way I wanted it to, which is good. I think, like I said, when we were doing the employees lounge for this one, that might have been the only thing I would have changed on the industrial one, would have been to include an employees lounge. But right now, even with the few minor things, it's running great. It's really running great. So I'm very happy with that build, and I'm very happy with this one. We will be getting some Sims in here to see how the business runs. See if we can make some money with cupcakes. Maybe I'm in the wrong business and I should be making cupcakes. Like, you know, me. I can bake cupcakes, right? They come in a box, don't they? Isn't that how you make a cupcake? Look who's back. Look who's back. He came back to play with my minions. So everything I did out here is over the top. These little bushes look like lollipops to me. The colors really pop, really stand out. This is no place to be squeamish or worried about colors or worried about, oh, is that too much? Nope, it's not too much. It's probably not enough. I probably could have gone way overboard with the colors. But I stayed very true to my style of build and stayed very true to what I was looking for in this build. Let's see. Oh, I think I put a cover over this door eventually. I think both doors actually. Just a little something over the door. So our next build, I said we have a lot going on with the channel right now. We're doing quite a few things. The next build is very exciting build. It's going to be a modern Gothic. I actually did put it right across the street from the Goth family, but it is very modern, and it is based on a real house in Illinois. It is an Airbnb that you can actually rent out and go stay in this house. And it's based on that. It does not look like that one in any way, shape, or form, because the real one that's out down in Illinois is kind of in an octagon shape, which is very interesting. I did not do an octagon shape in the Sims. That's just asking for trouble, I think. But I had all these, there's these photos of it online. And I just based my version of it, my modern version of Gothic, on some of those photos. Obviously, nothing translates directly from a photo to The Sims, but it's wonderful to have the inspiration to go by. Sometimes, when you're building, if you can't, I've gone in and built the whole shell of a house and then completely deleted it because it didn't inspire me. So I was very inspired by this next one. So please stick around for that. So putting some flowers in, I put lavender in every one of my builds. If you've been here, you know that. If you subscribe and hit that like button and you watch more of my builds, you will see lavender. It's for the bees, not the hornets, not the wasps. It's actually for the honeybees, the big fat honeybees. I have lavender in my yard and they love it. I walk by it every day to and from the garage, and I don't bother them, they don't bother me. They love their lavender, and I love to see them in the yard. They're good for everything in my yard. So I do put lavender in my builds. And this is just decorating. I think the terrain paint looked close enough to the tiles that we're using, with the grass in between the tiles, with these that we're looking at here. I thought that the terrain paint looked the closest to that it would make it feel like it belonged there. So yeah, now that you should let me know if you've been following along and you have your cupcake cafe. You should let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know where it is. If you've uploaded it to the gallery, I would love to come take a look. I'm always inspired by other builders and what they do and what they can do. And I'm hoping that I can inspire somebody else, even just one little thing. And if you see something and you say, wow, I want that in my build, see, that's how that works. And I watch other builds and I do see things that I'm like, yeah, I want to try that. It doesn't always work out for me, but I try, and that's the point. I'm going to put the mailbox here. That is a mailbox. That's not the trash can. That is a mailbox. We put a trash can down on the other end, one of those new trash cans. But this is the mailbox. It's non-intrusive. It's on the side of the wall here, so I don't have to have some big, ugly mailbox out in front of our beautiful cafe. Just putting some backlights on here, put some more lights on. I really wanted this place lit up, looking gorgeous at night. So your Sims can come here even at night for a date or a rendezvous. Everything is a pop of color. Still have not found anything I have not built with, and I have found nothing to do with those wedding story items. Haven't done anything in wedding stories. I own this stuff. I think I might have inadvertently used one or two things from the pack, but I haven't actually found a actual build that I wanted to do with that pack. So I haven't. I will. Eventually, I will get around to all the stuff. You know, I've said before, I own all the packs, and eventually, when they organize the catalog, I'll get around to using everything I actually own. Because I'm still surprised sometimes when I see things. So I put these flowers, I just raised them up a little bit and put them in the pots here, the flower pots. They do light up. And I kind of thought they looked like those windmills that you give kids, and they blow on them and they go in a circle. I thought they looked a little bit like that, but I do know they're lights. Just something else for your Sims to appreciate, decor-wise. I think I'm gonna put some actual street lights, and I put them right in with these flowers, because I didn't think that looked bad at all. I think it looked like it was supposed to be like that pole going up the middle of there was supposed to be like that, so I didn't think it looked bad at all. So here's our little cafe kind of all lit up. We're going to light it up some more. I'm putting these up lights underneath the flower boxes. Some of them are hidden. Some of them you can see they're just right there underneath the flower boxes, but it casts this nice shine on the wall and lights up our building. Trying to figure out why that one wouldn't go where I wanted it. Just putting in more lights, see? And I have one down here I need to fix. That one looks dark. That window box looks dark. I have to take a look at that, but I'm gonna light up some more, and it's kind of cool because I'm putting them under the flower boxes, but it's lighting up the whole wall above the flower boxes, so that is kind of cool. And I do love these up lights, especially for this application outside. I think I have found one other place in a living room build where I use these, but most of the time I use these on the outside. It lights up the whole building. How cool is that? So earlier I put these bikes back here. Maybe the employees come in on their bikes. Maybe the children upstairs have bikes, or children just visiting the cafe have bikes. Seemed like a good place for parking bikes. I did put in that smoke deterrent, fire deterrent. I don't think it actually works in the game as well as you would think, but I put it in because maybe someday it'll work. Gonna put some music out here to listen to. I would visit here. To me, this is one of those little sidewalk cafes. If you're on vacation and you go somewhere and you see this little cafe and you're walking by, you would stop in. You would go in and it would smell so good and so wonderful. And you would get some cupcakes. Take them back to your hotel with you or eat them right there on the spot. But you would definitely get some cupcakes. So I hope you enjoyed this build. Really appreciate you building along with me. I'm looking forward to our next one. Remember, keep it creative, keep it cozy, and I will see you for that next build.